You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and it is Monday, June 28th, 2021. How do you feel? The beginning of the work week? Who cares? You are here right now, and we are going to enjoy ourselves. That's right. That's what we do here at the old Giordano's UFO Network. Greatest UFO network, whatever you want to call it. I like it when I used speak to text and I said, goof on this and it spells it Goofan, Goofan. So I always enjoy when I do the speak to text now because I just leave it. I don't care. It's phonetically accurate. And that's all that matters in life, right? Just being phonetic about everything. This way people could let me rephrase that. This way stupid people can understand. You ever get around those people and you say it's a plethora and they go, what? A plethora? You mean a plethora? No, that's a dinosaur. Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm doing right now. I'm trying really hard to get my hands warm. I'm a tad under the weather. Don't know. It started last night and started up again after sundown. Just something's wrong, but I'm going to give it all I got because that's what we do. The show must go on, has to go on. It has to go on. We must keep we must keep talking about things that are very truthful, that aren't being that truthful in the world. Do you really feel like you gotta, do you feel good about the report? I know we talked about it last night, but I'm just asking. Because now the DOD has a new plan for UAPs. We'll talk about that. I love it. The report comes out. You know what? Now we're going to do things the right way. Shut up. It's so stupid. At least that's how I read it. I'll read that report that came out, or that comment, whatever. It's real short. I'll read it in a minute because we're going to talk about that. And what else do we have? There was something else I wanted to talk about, right? Hold on a second. Should we be happy with the prelim report? Why do I have it that way? Oh, no. I thought I changed the show. Let me do this. Refresh. All right. I guess I kind of, wow. So the show tonight says, what? The DOD has new plans for UAPs, which I mentioned. And then, Then I said, should we be happy with the prelim report? But there's also one more thing we're going to look through tonight. I've got this for a month, and I just don't find time for it, but tonight we will. It is History Channel's new magazine. Well, I don't know if it's new, and they talk about ghosts and aliens and the unexplained. We're going to look around this magazine just to give it a look over, you know? What do they call that? A once over? A once over, I was told. Thank you. And I still have sad news. Little Lou, we don't know. We think he went to his home planet. Yeah. I mean, we say Little Lou and he looks like a baby, but he's 50 years old. So he left on his own accord. We're assuming nobody's found him because that would be all over the place. You know, find one of those things. Nobody has kids like me. Nobody. You hear? It's my life. And Little Lou's going to come back to me. I know he will. I know he will. So if you want to help support, you know, for the road trip, which looks, I mean, things are seemingly falling into place right before my lap, in front of my eyes. But if you want to help, it would help. You know, Super Chat, Super Sticker, Patreon, PayPal, Cash App. I've been doing these things for a year and I still can't remember the names. I think that's the best I've ever said it. Because we need your support. I mean, I want to do this full time and I can't. I can only do it with your help. Oh. No, you don't have to do it now, but hold on. Told Dia Goofon, hey, let me tell you something. I don't have the bell. Come on, man. I can't do the show without the bell. Let me go get it. Are you kidding me? How do I not do this? I don't understand myself. I don't get why I would ever leave that out. I don't know why I would do that. There's no reason for me not to have this phone every time I do the show. That's where the bell is. Let me get that ready. It's very important we have the bell. By the way, on Netflix, I was watching Ice Road. I'm going to give you 3 chances to guess who's in it. That's right. What's this guy's name? I can't remember. Oh, Liam Neeson. All right, so let's get the bell for the Super Chat, Super Stickers. I like the regular service bell. I'm just going to stay with it. I lied. We're going to do the this bell. And we'll start off with, that was Memo Type with a $5 Super Chat. The nothing burger of a report just wasn't very filling. No, it was not. There you are, memo type. Super generoso with the $5 super chat, so right in the beginning of the show, so grazie. Grazie. Oh, wait, we got another? IR film for the road trip, $10 super chat, Mr. Super Generoso. Thank you very much. Seriously, it's like, you have no idea. I want to go on this trip so bad. Like, I imagined it happening, and I get emotional. Because I'm using the secret to make it work, and I'm going to tell you, it's working. But until I'm actually in, till I get the plane ticket, so far, I want to go. But until that plane, and I'm using the secret to, and I've got such a story to tell you about the secret. Not tonight, when everything comes to fruition, as the kids say nowadays. What's this have to do with fruit? No, fruit. Never mind. It kind of does derive from fruition, doesn't it? It's fruitful. Now look at me throwing out smarts. Forget about it. It's regular English. What the? Jose. Whoa, that jumped 7. Jose Sanchez. Super sticker. I will. Jose, thank you. Oh, it's a sticker? All right. And then we're going to do roll call real quick. There it is. It's a judo fox or karate fox. Throwing the old right, left. Shadow boxing. All right, man. It's on like Donkey Kong, brother. Yes, sirree. Thanks, man. Super generoso. Very much appreciado. Sanchezo. I should start calling you guys your last names like that. Should we try it? Roll call, everybody. Red Panda So. Oh, that's perfect for you. Red Panda So. That's nice. Welcome. Claudia Rodriguezo. Welcome to the show. Bob Graso. Welcome to the show. B. Baker So. Welcome to the show. Felicia Floreso. Welcome to, that was like Italian right there, huh? IR Film So. Welcome to the show. Coral Anso. Welcome to the show. X1 So. Welcome to the show. Is that how it's put? Now I feel like I'm not saying it right. Super Generoso. Yeah, I guess I am. Did I say it? Shane Rizzo. Welcome to the show. I can't help it. Ash Adabso. Welcome to the show. Dun Bubso. Oh, this is stupid. This just turned into funny. Shinjoji So. Oh, that's the best one of the night so far. Welcome to the show. Mystery Eon So. That's good. I like it. Oh, welcome to the show. Data Text So. Welcome to the show. Mary Young So. Welcome to the show. So. Justin Risso. I changed it up a little bit so it sounded a little more, instead of welcome to the show. Jay Breezy 007 So. Welcome to the show. So. Everything UFOs So. Let me try it again. Shinjoji So. Oh, man. Yeah, that is the best one of the night. Beautiful. Just friggin' beautiful. Mario UFO So. Welcome to the show. So, Blue Chicken So. Blue Chicken So. Welcome to the show. This is great. Lucky Dairy So. Welcome to the show. This is stupid. Stu Garson So.
Welcome to the show, brother.
JP Bass Signor So. I'm trying too hard. Damn it. Scotty Eisner So. Oh, by the way, JP, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Mr. Eisner, not Billy. Lunar Sparkles 1 So. Welcome to the show. Long time no see, So. Oh, not that long. Misty OC Dragons. So, welcome to the show. Oh, wow. Shebhiri So. Ooh, that gives the Shonjiro So a run for its money right there. All right, are we done? We're good. But I saw something come through the door. What? I don't want to hide a comment. Why would that ever pop up on my screen? Justin, thank you for the $14.99 super chat. Mucho super generoso. Justin So. So. It's got to be your last name, bro. This thing's getting heavy. Every time you tip it, it does that. It's weird. Oh. Yeah. I didn't put enough sugar in the coffee. It's flavored coffee. It's Starbucks had an incredible sale, and I don't really buy Starbucks, but they put it on sale. Usually it's what, $8.99 for this? $4.99. How could I say no? All the coffees were on sale. I went nuts. I bought those little cups. You put them into the machine. You close the lid. Coffee. It's less than 2 minutes. Phenomenal. See, that's an invention I don't expect aliens to give us from their technology. A coffee maker. You know, you put a cup in. No. We've been making coffee for a long time. Wouldn't you agree? Long time coffee. Coffee's been around since Colombia. But, can I just let everybody in on a little bit of information that I bet you don't know? I bet 70% of you don't know. Did you know coffee is not a bean? It's a seed. But the reason, and I'll tell you why they call it a coffee bean, because it looks kind of like a bean and people just assumed. But because the name was so good and people all over were already calling it a bean, they just left it. That's the history of that word. It worked out real well. Who cares? Bean, seed, your face, your ass. What's the difference? As long as you're having a good time. Why? What'd I say? Huh? It's all good, Doc. It's all good. Marty! Hey, Doc, I'm all for it. So I heard somebody wanted me to do something. So I am. And I did. And it's already... No, it's not happening. It's not happening. Hold on. And this is for you. Come on, everybody. Let's start the show off. Let's have a happy high together.
What are they? Why are they?
Why are they? What do they mean? All right, I can't. The more they laugh, I don't know why. That's enough. We got a big show tonight. I'm on it. Myself. Is I on? I's not on tonight. No. But me is on it. So it'll be a good show. Also, one of the most alarming and disturbing alien abduction case ever tonight. You will only hear that, well, it was from Dr. J Radio. But now you can hear it here. I'm going to play a few minutes of it, and then I'm going to drop the link in the description after the show, so you can go run over and listen to the rest. I haven't listened to it, but what I want to do is, play. It's an hour and 28 minutes. We're going to play about tree. Fair use, respect. 30 minutes. Yeah, that's it. We're just going to play 33 minutes. That's all. An hour and 33 minutes is long enough. I think we're going to watch the whole thing. No, I'm kidding. I just like to give a shout out to Dr. J. It seems we haven't been doing enough of that lately. So I thought, I was thinking about him today. I'm like, I should call that guy. Hey, I mean, that's how it happens. I'm like, what has Dr. J been up to? All right, enough of me. Forget about me. And of course, we got, UFO videos and a couple of other things we'll go over. The show's like an adrenaline shot for me. I want to welcome all the people who've never been here before. The show is serious. Just to let you know what we do here. We go over videos, Twitter, sometimes Facebook, YouTube, people, all the characters and all the roles and parts of our ufology, people who make good, bad, or strange comments. We talk about them, but we also talk about what's going on in ufology in a serious way. I mean, it can't get any more serious, but I can't help myself. You understand? And I have to be a little comedic to express the way I feel. And that's it. In a nutshell, it's going to annoy you. You're going to leave, and then you're going to be like, oh, maybe Rich is, I don't know, let's see what he's talking about. And then you come back and everybody's laughing. You're like, what did I miss? And the whole chat room's all thumbs up, smiley faces. Sometimes they cry. I've seen them cry. On June 17th, 2019, Day of the Angus, I digest. Hey, Richie from Boston. Let's do that now. Let's see where Richie from Boston is. We haven't done that in a year. It's got to be a year, right? Look, I don't even have it in my top 12. There, it comes right up. I know he doesn't have Richie from Boston anymore. Look at it, Richie from Boston found dead. All right, well, we'll click on that in a minute. Let's go to number 2. There is no number 2 anymore. Wait, there's 1. Then it goes right to 3. So now he's on his 3rd channel. Now, I used to play these, remember? No way am I talking about this. Look at this. YouTube sucks. He's talking about Trump. That'll get you 6 to 12 demonetized. Look at this. Agenda 21 is okay. Can't talk about the purge, civil unrest. I mean, this is like, you're asking for it. So let's see what he says about UFO disclosure. We can do that, but I see a CV. So that must mean COVID. So we'll be careful.
From Boston, it is the 13th.
I don't know. Is it me? Or does he look a little heavier already, right? He's got the old Fu Manchu, opposite Lou.
Of January in the year 2021.
It's January.
Now,
he hasn't done a video since
January.
January.
That is accurate, but whatever. So I have been back in Massachusetts.
Who cares?
And I try to maintain and say things like,
who cares?
He has cancer, and he
all right.
Actually do a little bit of actual real research.
Yeah, this guy, I never seen anybody play with their ear more than RFB, right? It's a lot of ear play, this guy with, right? I got the picture with the finger in his ear. Don't make me do it. All right. I won't do it then. I won't do it. You did it. Why would you do that? Come on, man. See what I mean? He doesn't care. Plays with that ear, and he's got 2 glasses on. And he's rocking it. Anyway, well, it seems that nothing has changed. This is 6 months ago. End of story. Eguj. You're done. That's sad. I wonder if he's ever going to have an RFB4. I can't believe I would play all of his videos. God, man, that's awful stuff. That's just weird. What was I thinking? Something wrong with me. Yeah. No, there is. There's something wrong with me. What were we going to talk about tonight? Let's do it. Yeah. Just in case I don't feel good later, we'll keep going. I want to talk for a second. I don't like this this announcement today. I'm going to read it to you. I'll bring it up on the monitor so you can see it as well. Did I put it over here? Oh, yeah, here it is. So a statement this is on the 25th, by the way. It didn't come out today. I just saw it today. Statement by Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby on unidentified aerial phenomena assessment. Sometimes they just don't come out right. So today, the Director of National Intelligence delivered to Congress a preliminary assessment, as you know, on UAP and the progress that the Intelligence Community Department of Defense UAP Task Force has made in understanding his threat. Analyzing UAP is a collaborative effort involving many departments and agencies, and the department thanks the Office of the Director of National Intelligence for leading a collaborative effort to produce this assessment, as well as the other contributing departments and agencies. Incursions into our training ranges and designated airspace pose safety of flight and operation security concerns and may pose national security challenges. DOD takes reports of incursions by any aerial object, identified or unidentified, very seriously and investigates each one. Wow, I think you would hope so, right? I mean, they're acting like they're doing us a favor. The report submitted today highlights the challenges associated with assessing UAP occurring on or near DOD training ranges and installations. Oh, did the UAP get on your training ranges? What did they do? Nothing? Or they did nothing? They just watched? Well, I mean, they zipped around real fast and, oh, did they? Yeah, it kind of, makes you wonder if you're going to get hit. Oh, but did you get hit? No, there were no. Well, then okay then. Is it okay if I go back to work? Sure, are you going to be okay? You're not worried about those fast Tic Tacs, are you, Johnny? Well, they are fast. Oh, are they? Real scary. The report also identified the need to make improvements in processes, policies, technologies, and training to improve our ability to understand UAP. Oh, you don't understand them. Well, to that end, Deputy Secretary of Defense Kathleen Hicks today directed the Office of the Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence and Security to develop a plan to formalize the mission currently performed by the UAPTF. Oh, this plan will be deployed in coordination with various DOD components, including the military departments and the combatant commands, and with ODNI and other interagency partners. My God. The plan will establish procedures for synchronizing collection, reporting, and analysis of UAP, provide recommendations for securing military test and training ranges, and identify requirements for the establishment and operation of new follow-on DOD activity to lead the effort, including its alignment, resources, staffing authorities, and a timeline for implementation. They're going to give you a timeline? That's beautiful. And you can find the ODNI UAP assessment report on dni.gov. It's all there for you, kids. Isn't that great? This is what we should be focusing on. This was that big CIA dump in February, I think. Unbelievable amount of stuff in here. Flying saucers. German scientists' article on flying discs. Light phenomena east of Tashkent. Flying saucers. PUBD is unknown. Recent sightings of unexplained objects with memo attached dated 52120 minutes of branch chiefs meeting of August 11th, 1952. Flying saucers in Spain and North Africa. Flying saucers. Untitled gives information on Die Flieger, a sports magazine, and article. Die Flieger. Let's check that out. Oh, that's so small. Is this? Oh, here it is. Oh, there's 2 pages. Oh, I can't read this that well. Radio teletype in French to the Americans on August 8th, 1952, carried the following item. Bon. Writing in German magazine Die Flieger, Dr. Waldemar Beck says that a flying saucer which recently fell at Spitsbergen has been studied by eminent Norwegian and German rocket experts. He writes that Dr. Norrie, a Norwegian expert in rocket construction, west to the place where the flying saucer had fallen a few hours after it had been discovered in the mountains of Spitsbergen by Norwegian jet plane. In the wreck of the apparatus, the expert is said to have discovered a radio piloting transmitter with the nucleus of plutonium transmitting on all wavelengths with 934 hertz, a measure that has been unknown so far. Wow! I'm glad I checked out Die Flieger. The investigation has also shown that the flying saucer crashed because of a defect in its radio piloting system. Oh my God. How do they know that? Right? How do they know? Oh, we just figured it out. It is looks, I don't know, like a radio. You know what this is? You know what this is? This is time travel. This is time travel. Or, well, I mean, time travel is a form of another dimension, yeah? It's a timeline based on our reality. So I guess it's not really another dimension, but it's a time dimension. You're taking a piece of time, and that's why they're able to figure it out. Holy crap, we figured out time travel? Oh, that's some good shit. I got to take 2 hits every time. That is good stuff. I would have never thought of that. Anyway, amazing. This is real. This is in that dump. I'm telling you. Oh, this is a report right here. I got to look into this. The saucer which carried no crew. Oh, that's why. That's why they can zip and zap around without getting squashed. It has a diameter of 47 meters. Oh, this is good. Now I know it's a time machine. Ready? Seriously. It consists of an exterior disc provided at its peripheral with 16 automatic jets. The steel used in the construction is an unknown alloy. The disc pivots around the central sphere which contains the measurement and remote control equipment. How did they know? The measurement instructions have an encryption in Russian. That's it. That's it? Well, we already know we can't read. Oh, wait, can we? No one puts any credence in the story, however. They'll see what they can find out. All right. Couple of things I really like about this story is that I don't know if it's real or fake. But I'm going to say it's real because, well, that looks like an authentic piece of paper on a computer monitor. Well, actually, just a monitor. They don't know the alloy. They don't know how it's made, what it's made with. This is crazy. This is what's in that report. This was the one that they dropped February. I think it was only 2 months after the 180 days began. That is, whew, man, I'm sweating. What's that? Oh, I'm sweating the fever out. That's not the same. This is fantastic. Oh, wow. Flying saucers over Belgian Congo uranium mines. Oh. I can't read all this. It's 4 pages. Oh, I see discs. Recently, 2 fiery discs were sighted over the uranium mines located in the southern part of the Belgian Congo in the Elizabethville district. Each of the Luapula River, which connects the Meru and the Bangweolo lakes, the discs glided in elegant curves and changed their position many times so that from below, they sometimes appeared as plates, ovals, and simply lines. And simply lines. That's weird. It should be simple lines. I don't know. Suddenly, both discs hovered in one spot and then took off in a unique zigzag. Zigzag! They're zigzagging. That's what I said to somebody today. If your stuff isn't zig or zagging, hey, dots don't count. It had a unique zigzag flight to the what? To the northeast. A penetrating s and bzz sound was audible to the onlookers below. The whole performance lasted from 10 to 12 minutes. Minutes! You know, I'm all right. I'm about done with ufology at this point. Yeah, I don't like it anymore. I'll tell you why after I drink a little bit of this. Almost went down the wrong pipe. There's only one pipe. I know. I hate it when people say it went down the wrong pipe. You only have one esophagus. It's not like you have 2 esophagi. It's esophagi. Guy. Guy. Ah, this is amazing. You want to know why? You want to know why it's over for me? 10 to 12 minutes. What year? 1952. No cameras. We have cameras now. We don't see anything. We don't see anything 10 to 12 minutes hissing and buzzing around, zigzagging in the sky. And if you were under it, it looked like an oval, a plate. And now all we get is possible CGI, airplanes pulling banners and bugs and orbs. And I can't handle it anymore. We see triangles, right? Even pyramids. Sure, why not? Nobody's getting anything real. It's amazing. It's just amazing. It's like the UFOs only came around in the 50s, right? And then after that, Oh, Billy Meyer. That's right. I forgot about Billy Meyer. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, that was the only time any alien species ever came down and did what they did and gave Billy those. Did you know that story? He's the only one. The only one on the planet. That's why we've never seen those ships again. It's amazing. I see Jeremy Corbell doing that. He's going to wake up one day and go outside and have an idea. And he's sitting there and he's going, God, everybody hates me. Everybody hates me and I don't understand it. It must be the videos. I know they suck. But this is what I have to do. I'm taking over ufology. George Knapp. George. He's phenomenal. He's my mentor. He's given me everything. I could make a video like Billy Meyer. Oh, people would love me. I would be the next Billy Meyer. Those videos do suck. Yes, they do. Oh, it's going to be a good fake. Thank you, Billy. Thank you so much. This is great. I'm going to look up everything I can with my filmmaking ideas that I get in my mind with my great crafting of the edit. Making a movie like Bob Lazar was pretty good. I showed my feet for 12 minutes. People didn't care because it was that good. George Knapp, you fell for it. I'm a really good bullshitter. I really am. And I can't believe that all these years you people have been buying what I've been selling. It's almost as if you'll go down any road I want. As long as I keep telling you what to eat. Cuckoo, cuckoo, aruga. Nope, you're done, Jeremy. Nope, you can't come out. Nope, you're not coming out. No. No. Nobody can hear you. It's like space. Nobody's going to hear you scream. Kill you! Calm down, Jeremy. Don't do that again. This is what you get on Goof On. Like I always said, it all comes from up here. I have no control what I say. You realize that, don't you? I think you guys are getting it now. Go away.
Then why the hell am I even here? Also, leave a...
I usually went to bed like 8 o'clock.
This is an incredible abduction story from Dr. J Radio Live. And I'm going to play just a couple of minutes here and there. No, it's an hour and a half, but I heard about this. Somebody told me I need to listen to this, and I just haven't gotten around to it. It sounds familiar, though. When did this come out? May 4th. Okay, yeah, this is the one I wanted to watch. Okay, here we go.
The substance of this shocking...
Who is it?
Now, Ricky, let's take you back. First of all, tell us the year that this incident that we're going to talk about happened.
The very first one's like early '88.
Preston Dennett?
Now, this is the one where you woke up before your work. That's the one I wanted to talk to?
Yeah.
This isn't Preston Dennett.
Let's bring people back to about 4 or 5 in the morning. You had a job.
Interview wise.
I got to see who this is.
Well,
this is Hudson Hammond, and you're listening to...
I'm Richard C. Hoagland, and you're listening to... I'm Art Bell, and you're listening to...
One of the craziest, most shocking, and damning abduction cases. I never really throw these phrases around as in my favorite cases. As you guys have all known, guys and gals, I've been doing this for a long time. This happens to be 9 years this month when I actually started interviewing people, and I've been paying attention to these topics at least 37 years. I've heard hundreds, probably in the thousands of cases of alien abductions, and this is absolutely the one that shocked me the most. And another thing too, let me say this to everybody, you will only hear this here. The only other place you've heard it in the past would have been when I interviewed him several years ago. So you are definitely in for a treat, because this isn't something you're going to see on History Channel. It's not a typical Travis Walton type of case. This is wholly original. So without further ado, and because it's sort of incognito, we're going to be calling him Ricky G. So with that being said, let me introduce back, it's been a long time, my dear friend, the one and only Mr. Ricky G. Mr. G, welcome back.
Is that Rich Giordano? Is that my doppelganger? And he changed his name to Ricky G. This is the guy who said he'll be in your head before I wake. Oh, no.
What's up, DJ? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to have you back. It's been a long analytics push these particular morning.
Here we go.
Well, I had to be up like about 4 or 5, so I really don't know the exact time it happened, but it had to be before that. So I don't know when it happened, but it was like sometime the night before. I usually went to bed like 8 o'clock because I had to wake up early and I wanted to make sure I got my sleep. So that's in between 8 in the morning and about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
What woke you up? I mean, was it your normal time that you would wake up? Is it an alarm clock?
No. Well, first of all, I didn't know I woke up. I didn't know anything that was going on. I live in apartments, and dogs woke me up. If you remember that part,
I do.
Dogs barking. It was dogs barking, and I thought they were in my apartment, but I wasn't in my apartment. I was actually walking down the street in my neighborhood, and dogs in the neighborhood were barking at me, and that's why I woke up. And like I said, I'd rather you just ask me questions about it instead of me telling the stories. So a lot of people think it's rehearsed and stuff.
Yeah, and it's not. And I'm here to vouch that it's not. If everybody's curious how I actually found Ricky.
We're already 5 minutes in, and I don't want to, play all of it, but which I'm not. But I'm going to jump a little bit and see if we can get some beef out of this meal.
Robot with vision.
I'm not going to say that, but yeah.
Say what?
So, and this is typical with UFO abduction cases, specifically
because I remembered it in pieces.
Things disturbing them. Now,
right? I thought they were in my apartment.
That's how loud they were barking, right?
Yeah, and I woke up in the middle of the street, and I got to let you know that it took me like 10, 15 years to get this whole story because I remembered it in pieces throughout my life, and it came to me in backwards order. Like the first thing, then I remembered something in the middle, and then it just was in a weird little order.
Now,
so I ended up putting it together later.
So,
how?
And this is typical with UFO abduction cases, specifically because it's buried in your subconscious. Now, so mistaken, right?
No, it's like in my neighborhood. I live in a city, but they had like a nature preserve where they don't build anything.
Mm-hmm.
They just leave it alone. And I went to this little bridge, and after the dog thing, I blacked out again. Then I woke up, and I was on one knee, and my other hands were on my other knee, like I was posing. And again, I was looking everywhere else but straight ahead. It was like I was a tripod. And I was looking all over, and then I finally looked straight, and it was like through trees, and it was a perfect little view I could see. And I saw what I thought was a shed with two guys standing by it, but it wasn't. It was like, well, keep going, or
So tell me what you thought the two guys. What made you think they were human? First of all, well, then again, I would think that if you never experienced anything before that, you would not think they're anything but human.
Right.
So
and that's why I thought it was a shed too. I didn't think it was what it was. You know what I mean? So I just thought two guys were standing on the side of the shed.
I know this story. Did I interview this person? I remember this thing word for word almost. Anyway, that's Dr. J Radio Live, good friend and part of the third phase of Moon Panel. Go to his YouTube channel if you want to hear the rest of that. I know it's a great story. So, yeah, man, that is called the exclusive, the most alarming and disturbing alien abduction case ever. So go check that out. All right. Oh, this is interesting. Nice. Okay. God, I wish I wasn't me sometimes. Shh. The preliminary report. I was going to go over it. Oh, yeah, okay. So, do you guys have 7 minutes? You guys got 7 minutes left? We're coming at the top of the hour. And don't forget, if you want, check it out. Gypsy Jewelry, right? Isn't that what it's called? Gypsy, what is it? It's Tina Mobley's Gypsy Shop. It is Gypsy Jewelry. I was right. It's the link's in the description if you want to get something cool like a bracelet made out of not crystals, but stuff. I don't know what it is. I can't remember. Don't kill me, Tina. Go check it out. What is it made of? She has crystal on there, but she makes it out of, is it gypsum? Henswa? All right, I'm going to play a stupid, just a 7-minute video from last night that I put together for Third Phase UFO Report. It's pretty fun. This has to do with the with what happened with the just watch. I can play this whole thing because it's Third Phase UFO Report and I put the video together. Anyway, this gives me a chance to regain my composure. Enjoy. Welcome to Third Phase UFO Report. I'm Rich Giordano from GoofOn, and this is tonight's report. What a great weekend. Friday, we got the preliminary UFO report about UFOs, UAPs, and things that are seen in the sky that are unexplained. We're going to show you the players tonight and what they think. Then, I'm going to take you to the ISS for a brand new sighting you haven't seen. And then 2 more reports on UFOs that we still haven't solved. So buckle up.
From a national security perspective, identify those things that we see, whether we see them electro-optically, we see them with radar, we see them as eyewitness reports, through a myriad of different ways and avenues that we receive the information, and try to ascertain and determine if that information is a potential threat to national security.
The U.S. Navy has finally acknowledged that videos appearing to show UFOs flying through the air are real. They don't call them UFOs, they call them unidentified aerial phenomena. The several videos they're talking about were recorded years ago by fighter pilots. Then in 2017, they were made public by the New York Times.
But now we have videotapes from the United States military. Physicists have now analyzed these graphs frame by frame, and we realize that no known commercial or military vehicle can reproduce the gyrations and the velocities of these objects.
And let me first preface by saying some of that material, the provenance is frankly hearsay, while the provenance of some of this material has been substantiated. And ultimately, we're in the process of analyzing this material at 3 different levels. We're looking at its physical properties, its chemical, or if you will, molecular properties, and then ultimately its atomic properties.
What do you think they're likely to reveal?
Well, it's interesting because Senator Marco Rubio said he would almost rather this was alien, because if it turns out to be China or Russia, then we're in big trouble, because the sorts of speeds and maneuvers and accelerations that these objects are capable of really is concerning. And I hope that we're going to find out about that. It's interesting, just before Christmas, there were some leaks. Sitting in Office of Naval Intelligence is an organization called the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force. They're probably the ones drafting this report. Some leaks suggest they have not ruled out the extraterrestrial hypothesis.
Dr. Sapphire, do you maintain that same optimism?
So I'll be honest, I'm with Harris. I don't like the unidentified portion. I mean, right now, we can't even protect ourselves from misinformation from China, and our southern border isn't even secure. So I want to know what these are, because I'm not very confident that we can protect ourselves should we need to. I'd like some more information. So I'm ready for them to release that report.
I know that there is information that has been collected by the U.S. government that has not been released to the public. And let the scientists debate what these phenomena are. We've now seen, as a result of reporting by the New York Times and others, the video evidence of these unidentified aerial phenomena. Let's put it out there, let people debate it.
What is true, and I'm actually being serious here, is that there's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are.
What do you take from this? What have we learned?
Well, this is certainly a historic moment for us, for our country, and I think for our military and our intelligence community. The government has formally and officially come out and informed Congress that these things are A, they're real, and 2, that they're not ours. Concentrating in just the last year and a half involving only military equities. And then the report further stipulates that a large majority of reporting really goes unreported.
So they're extraterrestrial. I mean, what's the other? I mean, let's just say it. I mean, what's the other explanation? Potentially.
Well, Tucker, that's a fantastic question, because as we've said before, when I was in ATIP, this is something that could involve outer space, inner space, or frankly, the space in between. If you notice, the very first line in the report is, this is a preliminary report. which is indicative of the fact that hopefully there will be other reports forthcoming. The question is, what is it? And of course, people jump to speculation it's from the Pleiades or something like that, when in fact, one of the hypotheses when I was an ATIP was that this could be as natural to Earth as we are. We're just now at a point where technologically we're advanced enough where we can begin to actually collect information on it and begin to try to figure out what it is.
Among the possibilities they considered, debris in the air, atmospheric conditions, secret U.S. equipment, a foreign adversary's advanced technology, or simply other. A senior U.S. government official said they don't have enough data to identify the objects, but said there is no evidence they are extraterrestrials.
The long-awaited Pentagon report on UFOs was released today, and it echoes the reporting from 60 Minutes that there are a lot of unexplained sightings, more than 140 since 2003, including 11 near misses with U.S. aircraft. There is no evidence, the report says, that adversaries like Russia or China are behind them. So these sightings remain a mystery.
But that's not what this report says. It says there are a bunch of mysterious things that we don't understand, but there's no real evidence presented that any of it has to do with aliens.
Well, the government has acknowledged that they don't know what these unidentified flying objects are, but it's something that, as far as I'm concerned, this is a preliminary report, and I mean preliminary. There needs to be a tremendous amount of government resources put into this, so we better understand it, so it's not some kind of a fringe part of what government's doing. They've got to dive into this, because
is that not the man in black? Is he not dressed up and looks like a man in black? You know, an old version. I think he's telling us, without saying it, I am men in black. Back to the show.
We and the American people are entitled to know what the hell's going on.
It was really lackluster, but what makes me encouraged is how discouraged people are by what was put out, because it means that they want to learn more. The UAP task force had 6 months to compile something on a mystery that goes over decades, and they only had 2 staff members. Oh, I know for a fact, I have been exposed to information. I know for a fact that the United States military knows a lot more about the UFO mystery, about these craft, and we are not seeing that in the report. But that's okay, because this is now the change where we can begin to talk about it and acknowledge it.
We have been talking about it, haven't we? The report may have been small, but it was a preliminary report, whatever that means. To be continued. To be continued. Guys, we're rounding out the last 50 minutes of the show. And I just wanted to say, Harry Reid looked like he wanted to be a man in black just for that part, didn't he? So I'm going to go over some things here. Just to see. This is a magazine, obviously. It's History Magazine. So if I go to the beginning, you know, here we got ghosts and spirits. I mean, this is amazing that this magazine now, it's got all, this is a good one. I mean, I was looking in here, stories as old as time, the English word ghost, meaning the spirit of a person who has died, is derived from a Germanic word through the concept a dead person's soul or spirit returning to the world of the living has existed for millennia and appears in cultures all around the globe. The ghosts of Rome, Hungry ghosts? Ancient belief in ghosts was not limited to Western cultures. Some of the oldest known stories in China involve the spirits of dead people returning to haunt the living. As with the Egyptians and Greeks, many ancient Asian cultures believed that failing to properly bury a corpse risked the deceased spirit returning to haunt the living. Woo! Witches and black magic. Witches and black magic. Images of witches have appeared in history as evil women, often huddling over a cauldron or cursing the good and pure. You get off my lawn. The real history of witches, however, is dark and often deadly. What else we got here? Turning ugly, witch hunts, Salem. Hello. Does anybody remember Salem? That should have been in that song. Led Zeppelin. Right? Isn't it the Led Zeppelin song? Does anybody remember Laughter? The horrors of Salem. The witch hunt trials that took place over 400 years ago were so brutally unjust, they loom large even today. That's awful. Just awful. Only 400 years ago. I mean, the average person lives about what? 80? Yeah, it's only 5 people ago. Psychic abilities and the occult. I should get into a cult. Right? The goof on cult. Yeah, that would be a good cult. Do you know how much fun we would have at our cult parties? Come on. We'd have you know what we would do? The stabbing of the dots. We would have, ritual for dots. Yeah. And then we would have bobbing for orbs. We would do that, right? Blow bubbles and yeah, it would be fun. It would be fun. Ghost in a sheet, right? Everybody puts a sheet on and you touch everybody and you try to guess who's who. No? We could do Ouija fingers. We could do that instead of using a planchette, right? We would use we would get an iron, get it hot, and then pull off the plate, and whoever keeps their fingers closest to the thing. Now I'm reaching. See, I went too far. I should have stopped. I should have stopped the one before. I had it. I went for it and I failed, okay? Friggin' Salem, psychic abilities and the occult. What else we got here? It's a lot of pictures, which I like, I like all the pictures in here. Hey. No artwork like that. Palm reading. Look at that. They tell you how to scam people with their hands. It's always good. We got the magic ball. What do they call that? Crystal ball. They got Nostradamus in here. A little Nostradology. Some of you out there are into that stuff. They got vampires in here, wolves, the crow, mythological creatures, the Loch Ness. The Loch Ness, I don't even know why that thing even is a thing. I don't even want to say what that thing looks like. Look at it. What does that remind you of, guys? And, of course, UFOs. Let's take a look. I didn't know that was in here. UFOs have been reported throughout recorded history in various parts of the world, raising questions about life on other planets and whether extraterrestrials have visited Earth. A long history of encounters. See, these are the pictures that are interesting to me. That's supposed to be a war in the sky. It's UFOs. Look, you got your triangle over here, right? And then you got your orbs. And then you got, I've seen this one. Hell yeah, I've got it on video. And then we've got flying crosses over here. I don't know. I've never seen a flying cross. Look, you got UFOs that are busted up. An angry sun, very angry. Pyramids. And that's it. That's the Paranormal Magazine there. History Channels Magazine. My eyes are burning. I'm afraid I've got like a fever or something. I came out bearing all energy. I'm trying. We're almost done. Yeah, my feet feel like they're wet. Isn't that weird? It's a weird feeling. This is interesting. Lex Friedman on why we should take UFOs and aliens seriously. Let's listen to this.
When the living
to me sounds, I don't know,
organisms have first discovered a way to destroy the entire colony.
Couldn't the increase in sightings not have to do with the fact that people now have more cameras?
It's an interesting thing about science. Like with UFO sightings, it's like either 99.9% of them are false or 100% of them are false. The interesting thing to me is that in that 0.01%, there's a lot of things in science that are like these weird outliers. They're difficult to replicate. You have there's even physical phenomena, ball lightning. There's difficult things to artificially create in large amounts or observe in nature in large amounts in such a way that you can do to apply the scientific method. There could be just things that happen a few times, or once, and you're like, what the hell is that? And that's very difficult for science to know what to do with. I'm a huge proponent of just being open-minded, because when you're open-minded about aliens, for example, it allows you to think outside of the box in other domains as well.
Just thought I would play a small clip from there. The link will be in the description, of course, after the show. That is Lex Clips is the name of the channel. Yep. We got some footage here.
How you doing? I'm Talon.
Slapped him. This is interesting. There was something in here I had to play for you. Yeah, this isn't it, but I'll play it anyway.
Occurrence. The video begins as a strange winged animal is seen crawling up the side of a church.
That is real. That has to be the shadow. Oh, look at this. Here we go. It's up here.
The creature is dark and menacing, looking very similar to the classic depiction of a demon or even a gargoyle.
Wow, that kind of looks...
As the beast is
I
some
know, you look
distance
down
away,
here
it's
at the
difficult to
shadow.
gauge
It's
its
weird.
size. However, it seems to be about the size of a fully grown man with an impressive wingspan and what appear to be very sharp claws. It crawls its way up the side of the church.
And the way it flaps the wings, it looks pretty real to me.
Once it reaches the apex, it perches on top of a large cross.
Oh, come on. How did it go up there without flapping its wings? Come on.
To the church.
How?
Once it reaches the apex, it perches on top
that
of
is
a
so
large
stupid.
cross.
It just floated up there. It didn't even flap its wings.
To the church. Once it reaches the apex, it perches on top of a large cross.
It just looks up at it. Good one. Great. What does he do?
Camera holders attempt to follow its movements.
That's
Unfortunately,
awful.
they lose sight
That
of it
is
as it
so
disappears
awful.
behind the building surrounding its white, human-like face.
Ew, what's this?
By user Chibonk182. It features some sort of strange creature. However, its
Oh, that
true
looks
identity has
digitally
been
put
the
on there.
subject of hot debate for some time. While the clip is grainy, if you look closely at the beast, it appears to have a body similar to that of a dog or wolf. It also looks as though it has a mane surrounding its white, human-like face.
That face looks digitally put in there to me.
However, as the video's title suggests, many believe that this beast is actually a kuyang, a mythological creature
It's
spot
nothing.
for ghost sightings and thieves.
All right. It's nothing. You shimonide. That is so goofy. What else were we talking about tonight? Hold on. Should we be happy with the prelim report? Yeah, that's why I played that clip from Third Phase UFO Report. I guess there's a bigger dump coming within 30 to 90 days. So don't hold your breath. But there is going to be another dump. Now, I hope it's like that 7 million page CIA dump back in January, February. Remember? We were just talking about it earlier. If we get one of those, you're going to have a happy Richie. Happy Dick. What? What did I say? What did I say? All right, here's a silly video. This is from Mavi777. I got to play it because I want to see what you guys think. Have you ever seen one of these before? Hold on. I've seen this in the sky before. I don't remember where, but I know I've seen it. Right? It's airplanes.
Was ist das?
That's all. I don't remember where I've seen it, but I remember seeing something like this a long time ago just because you can't see the airplanes because the camera is not picking it up doesn't mean they're not there, but that's all that is. We don't need to talk about it. It's airplanes, skywriting. It's a form of skywriting. That's all it is. All these guys do is pull the trigger. Beep, beep. Look, here's an airplane down here. I don't know, probably a bug on the windshield. It's not what you think, guys. Let's go to the moon. You want to go to the moon? Let's get off this planet. No, let's get off. I can't do it anymore. I got to get off the planet. There's some moon news. There's actual moon news from Astrum. Can I play this? Yeah. No, well, I mean, I can sort of, fair use it. Oh, I have an idea. Here we go.
Start off with an innocuous little unnamed crater. As you can see, there are plenty of tiny craters within it. And this crater is within another crater again. Maybe you can see where I'm going with this.
No.
Zooming out, not only are these craters in another crater, but apparently they are contained within two very nicely aligned craters. Or is that really what this is? Well, we aren't sure. Both of these craters are named as one, the Belle E crater. This peculiar type of crater is known as a donut or
concentric crater. These craters are really round, almost like a perfect circle, like a donut, complete with its donut hole. I got an idea. You gonna come with me? I got an idea. What am I doing? What am I doing? I forgot what I'm doing. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. This is Mars. I want to go to the moon. Moon anomalies and beyond. Let's see if we got anything new. Lots of structures. This is Chris from Lunar Anomalies and Beyond, everybody. Yeah.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great day. That's right, folks. 2 moon videos. I know how you guys love these. Head to the right in order to see this correctly. But once I put this in Photoshop, I do correct it. I believe it's like 50 degrees off. So anyway, we can expand this right here. And of course, on the bottom, you can see that little down arrow, so you can download this photo yourself. The link. All right, let's just take down here. And you're going to see this. It's going to be still in the dark area because there. And then we're going to look at these other pieces. And they're hiding it. Okay, first object. Really weird. Just look at the way that thing is designed right there. You can also see this area right here. Not sure what that is. But here's the thing. We've darkened it up. What we're trying to see is areas that they didn't completely take out. In other words, this is what they do. They get the photo, an actual normal photo. What they'll try to do is put like a black anything over, kind of scribble over said anomalies, and then make it super, super bright so you cannot see it. But what you can do is once you bring this down, you can see things that look like they're partially covered up, sometimes not so much. All these little pieces in here. You can see what looks like shadowing right here. And these look like they're kind of sticking up, but it's hard to tell. We've got this item over here. Notice how it has a brightened up squared area. Is it something that's illuminated, meaning it's lit up itself? Some other items you can catch in here a little bit here and there. Up here. It almost looks like some of these things have lights on. See that? There's something right here, and it looks like there's a light in front of it. Now, that's not the one I was talking about when I said, we're going to show you it looks like there's some kind of weird light on it, or lights. Looks like spotlights of some sort. Check these out. This is a giant mess here. They went out of the way to super brighten it up. But check these objects out right here. One. Something right there. I'm not sure what to make of that.
But why would they go through the trouble of taking all the stuff out here and then leaving some other stuff available? Right? Why not just rub it all out? It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah.
This is where it starts to get pretty cool. This item here. Look at the design of this thing. Look at that. That's just neat. Notice the actual square piece. Looks like something
I guess there
illuminated
is
on
something
top.
there. Yeah.
We have another platform or something like this here. And then, of course, this goes in here. And again, folks, they were trying to just color this stuff out. Whatever technique they used back then, I strongly believe that they did this later on. In other words, they had their own techniques back then, but they probably said, listen, we noticed that people are starting to pull these apart because they're getting the technology to literally rip these apart. So we got to go back into these and doctor them up. I've noticed on many, many moon photos, they have done this. I've seen some that are first generation.
There, not quite sure. And there's the little rover up close.
John Ward, Mars.
tracks.
Sorry, had the mute button on.
Behind it right there. We're looking at another part of the landing gear. This is in the black and white part of the photograph. You can make out the symmetry and geometry of the equipment right there, folks. Outlines of what looks like a buried structure over here. Lots of right angles, guys. This piece of
Now we're talking.
is about
That's interesting.
50 meters long. So we're looking at foundations.
See, the thing about
walls
Mars,
of an ancient
the
structure.
thing about Mars is that it's been barren for a billion years, apparently. Apparently, it hasn't had water. Wait, it hasn't had water on it for 3 billion years. That's why they're having a hard time finding anything on Mars, any life, because it's so windblown and ripped up. But you think they would find microscopic stuff, right? That's what we're hoping we find out. But let's say, for shoots and giggles, that it's 3 billion years old. If you came back here 3 billion years later to Earth, you would not be able to find anything, I think. Not right away. You would have to search for New York, because all the plate tectonics. Well, now they're saying Mars has plate tectonics, but I don't think they're working like ours. I think that they may have such slow churning over there on Mars if the planet still has a heartbeat. So would we, let's say New York City. You want to throw in China? Let's say China. You'd have a better chance of finding China 3 billion years from now. But if you go back, not even a billion years, let's go before the dinosaurs, 500 million years ago. The continents were all one, right? They were pretty much smashed together into one big pile of land. And then apparently it broke up. I think what happens is all the land, it's like a puzzle. It just keeps morphing and changing, and it looks different. It goes apart, then bounces, comes around, meets over here, and all the clumps clump up every now and then. All the continents clump up every now and then is what I meant to say. So if you go back 3 billion years with the very slow churning of plate tectonics and the land mass on Mars, it's very possible you might see what we're seeing here. Little indents. We could be looking at 200-story tall mountain, 200-story buildings that have been whittled down to their foundation over 3 billion years. I would think it's a billion years. A billion years ago, there was water on Mars. I believe so. And the reason I believe so is because we still see sedimentary rock. We still see the layers showing where water levels were. If you go to Arizona, Sedona, or even Grand Canyon for a good example, you can see all the sedimentary, different layers of rock. And you can pretty much get a timeline of what the Earth was like for 500 million years. No, there was an eruption in 1502, and you can see it in the third layer from the top. There's ash. So I would think Mars, being without water, let's cut them a break. Let's say it's 1.5 billion years ago, because we really don't know. These could have been 400-story buildings for all we know. With less gravity, yeah. Maybe they made them twice as tall. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out. We're spitballing, guys. But to me, it's interesting. This could very well be 1.5 billion years of erosion because of a lot of wind and pretty much it. No rain.
Structure covered in sand. Here we're looking at more rectangular shapes in the surface, guys. This one over here is about 15 meters long as well. You can see 2 of them there. Next one, another rectangular part inside it, and there's another.
And a lot of people think when an asteroid or a meteor hits the planet of Mars or the moon or even Earth, everybody has this idea that it's one ball, that's making one crater. No, man, it could be many different pieces hitting the planet, not breaking up in the atmosphere. And I think that's why we see some weird indents. Maybe it's not because maybe it's a structure. It could have been maybe 20 different sized rocks, coming through the atmosphere and boom, 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 boom,
Rectangular piece over here to the bottom right.
It's hard to tell, man.
Strange hollowed out areas. Or could these be walls or foundations, parallel edges to this one? So blocky item.
I like this stuff.
Small hole in that one, right there in its center. The customary knob or smaller object in the center of that one.
Wow.
Check out this piece.
That's pretty
weird.
cool.
Consists of two large parts. There's a gap between them and a small bridging
Interesting.
part in the center. And that's a recurring design that I've found all over Mars too. Check out those blocks in a row there, guys.
It's pretty cool.
L-shaped piece. Highly artificial.
It's the game
there.
Tetris. Mars is Tetris. Come on, John. Look at that.
Weird stuff going on there. Hollowed out parts.
So cool. Anyway, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Mars was once like Earth, I believe. I think we come from Mars. I said it. Mars was once Earth or Earth-like prototype. Yes, humanity or similar once existed there and wiped itself out in a nuclear war explosion, possibly. Hence Mars barren look. Yep. I've read or heard about this. We all have, man. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. There was something that happened to that planet that looked like it got hit with some sort of major weapon that cut out that canyon. It's 10 times bigger than the Grand Canyon, something stupid like that. So I think our body clocks, especially women, are more in sync, tune, vibration, whatever you want to call it, with Mars. I think that's why our eyes, think about this, man. I need to wear sunglasses. House lights hurt my eyes, okay? And I know a lot of people, you can't look directly at the sun or near it, all right? You're not supposed to. You can go blind. Oh, my God. I can go blind? But if I was on Mars, which is twice as far away from Earth, because Mars is 90 million miles away from Earth. Earth is 93 million miles away from the sun. So Mars is 183 million miles away from the sun, twice as far as Earth. So your eyesight, it's different. We're more set up for a Mars environment than we are an Earth environment. It's true. Every 28 days is a month over there, women. Every 28 days. Come on now. It's just life cycle of Mars. That's what our DNA is. And what if I told you it's possible that Mars was a failed Earth, right? It was good, but it failed real quick. Something happened to the motor. The engine it froze. It wasn't churning anymore. Mars was dying. And then the wars, forget it, the wars. The Interplanetary Solar System War of 21-29-5. Forget about it. You guys don't know about 21-29-5? One of the worst wars of our time. Look, we were colonizing the moons. We were colonizing Europa. Go to Europa. All right. Go ahead. Go there. No, that's why we're not going there. They could send one of those submarines into the water. Bet you find a planet full of life on Europa. But we're from Mars. I truly feel that I'm from another place, not from this place. And that's weird. I love Earth. It's beautiful. But my vibration's right over there with the red planet. There. Sorry. Got turned around. Yeah. Yeah. And how about our bone structure? Huh? How about it? Why does our back hurt after we're 40? Our knees, we get neck aches. This gravity's too strong. We're supposed to be on Mars. Supposed to be on Mars. Actually, you want to know the real reason why? All kidding aside, our bodies are seriously only designed to live, correct me if I'm wrong, 40, 50 years? Without medicine, if we didn't have any medicine, right, we wouldn't live that long. They didn't live that long in the 1800s. Nobody lived to 80. It's very rare. We've extended our lives by a ridiculous number with medicine. And now we're supposed to be on Mars. We're supposed to be enjoying the lesser light, the lesser gravity. But we're here, and our DNA, you just can't change it. You think you can. But we're Martians. We are the aliens. Sad to say, there is no missing link here on Earth. This place was full of chimpanzees, gorillas, and all other animals. And we came. We probably lived with the dinosaurs. Probably. Seriously, I think there was a very few amount of people that made it from Mars to Earth. And I think it's taken that long for us to survive. True. And believe you and me, any archaeological dig site that finds a human that looks like it's an alien or something from another planet wearing clothes and maybe a weapon on it, they're not going to announce it. Maybe humans did build the pyramids. I know. It was the Atlanteans. Yeah. Well, the Atlanteans are us. From Mars. And we came here, and oh boy, why did we find the water? Because the gravity was too strong for us. We knew it then. And we wanted to live on a place, maybe we can, sit in the water for a while and take the gravity off of our bones. I don't know. But I would like to go back to Atlantis and see if it was real. Ma, meatball time machine, please. I'll be ready. So we're going to go back there. Tomorrow I'll let you know. And I wanted to let everybody know that I am an alien. My name originally, can I tell them? I thought I was allowed to tell them. All right. I can't tell you. Nope, not allowed. Nope, I didn't say anything. Well, I was going to say one last thing here. What is it that I was going to say? Not one last thing. Oh, here we go. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Where is it? I moved it because, yeah, here we go. Body language. No, you don't want to do body language? All right, we won't do it. No. You got to check this guy out on a, this is amazing. Watch this. This is just to get you a little distracted.
Jake,
On top of a can.
Dude, there's no chance. Watch me.
It's real. This is real. It's not fake. It's real. I don't know how many times he tried it, but they sure got excited. It's real. That was from Talk Hype, TikTok stuff, I guess. I thought that was interesting. All right, let's get to, I got something we got to play. Hold on. Hold on, kids. Nobody moves. By the way, can I say thank you to everybody? You know, last week was a record week here. We had 300 subscribers in 1 week. That's never happened. It's amazing. Usually we get that a month. But it was a good week. YouTube really treated us nice. And I want to say thank you, YouTube. But it's the fans. Yeah, YouTube recommended the show. Everybody's show. Everybody had really good numbers on Friday and Sunday. You can go look at a lot of different platforms, you know, different channels. And you can see on Friday, they had huge numbers like us. And then Sunday, huge numbers. Saturday, not so much. But Sunday was phenomenal. Or was it Thursday, Friday? No, Thursday, Saturday? It was Friday and I believe Sunday. No, it wasn't. Here it is. It was Friday and Wednesday last week. Sorry. Friday and Wednesday. Thursday was dead day for some reason. But I want to thank everybody for supporting the show, coming over here, hanging out. I mean, really, the moderators are phenomenal here. They do the best they can. I don't ever talk to them. I just trust that everybody knows what a smart ass comment is compared to a mean comment. And, you know, they do. If you go by their record, they're 99.999% accurate. Every now and then there's a little mess up, you know, cut them a break. They don't know. There's an accident sometimes. But other than that, the best moderators in the business for no training. They're the best. Seriously. And I think Goof On, for what this show does and the reputation it's gotten over the last, who knows how long we've been doing this. We've done, I think, like 180 degree turnaround. No, 125. We're almost at 180 degrees. If you go back and look at the shows last year or a year and a half ago, not as fun. I don't know. It was just different. Things are different. Ever since we connected with Third Phase of Moon, things have really, of course, they've gone up. But the show's gotten better, in my opinion. I don't know. We still do some old school stuff. You know, we show Slapped Ham Top 5 and every now and then a UFO Jesus video. And we're going to do that now with Slapped Ham and Eggs.
Unfortunately, it seems that even the best
Thank you very
drivers
much,
might want to
everybody.
take extra caution as they approach Angel's Curve. According to locals, this part of the road has seen more than its fair share of crashes, and several security cameras have even managed to capture the mayhem. They're usually single-car accidents in which the driver simply loses control of their vehicle. However, many of these incidents have been fatal. While it would be easy to blame these accidents on a treacherous stretch of road, footage seems to suggest that this is not the case at all. In this particular video, we see a car losing control as it travels around Angel's Curve.
primera vista, el video parecía como una actividad de rutina para los monitores de cámaras. Cerca del lugar.
Just as the vehicle comes to a standstill, a misty white light suddenly appears to rise from the scene of the accident.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe it was a pop tire.
While this incident was obviously
tire
not fatal,
popped.
many locals have come to
That's
believe
all.
that this white light
The tire popped. You can see it hit the curb. Watch.
Just as the vehicle comes to a standstill, a
Watch,
misty
right?
white light suddenly appears to
There.
rise from the scene of the accident.
That's all it is. That's all it is. All right, next. See? That was easy, right? That's all it is. Merchandise. All right, let's look at one of these.
The first strange activity you may notice happens near the bottom of the screen. Watch closely and you may see an unusual black shadow moving around near the edge of the video.
It's a bird. It's a balloon.
This
It's
could
a
be a simple
drone.
glitch in the footage
Oh,
itself.
sorry.
However, what happens next makes this seem far less likely.
Oh, it's a blob.
Moments after the black shadow appears, the wheelchair parked in the hallway slowly begins to move on its own.
She's starting to shimmy.
It wheels forward a few feet before gradually spinning around.
Looks backwards
and
to
backing
me,
itself
Chief.
into an adjacent corridor.
I swear to God, if that
There's no
thing...
way that the chair could have moved this way without some sort of intervention.
No, not
Fine.
true. It could have moved. The wheels could have moved it. All right, I can't do this anymore. I can't debunk every single thing every single time. I don't know why it's moving. Maybe they got a string on a thing. You can't trust anything you see on video these days. You know that. Don't put me on the spot. What's this? Hold on. Let me check something out. Let me check something out. I want to see something. No. No. What time is it? Is it? All right, one last thing before we go. One last thing. I want you to look at this sighting. This is from third phase of moon, and I've been meaning to talk about this. So there's a lot of controversy over this, and you're going to see why, and you're going to be like, Rich, it's CGI, and I'm going to say, but how? How? You know, we would never know what real UFO footage, real UFOs would look like unless we saw it with our own eyes. That's the only way it's going to happen. I'm telling you, if a real UFO showed up and somebody videotaped it, like this might have happened by 5 different people or 4 or 5 different people, different vantage points, you wouldn't be able to tell what a real UFO looked like. I bet you wouldn't. And everybody says, all the scientists say, that if we saw alien technology, we would call it magic. And I give you this.
All right. This is incredible. I received an email correspondence in regards to this video that you're looking at right now over Mexico City of what looks to be some kind of orb in the sky reflecting lights on the clouds, and you see these sparkles around it, and then makes this immediate maneuver into the clouds and out of sight. What the heck are we looking at? What's amazing is that we have
Watch
multiple
the tail.
eyewitnesses. We're going to get to this in just a second.
That
but
looks like it's really
we're looking at this
moving.
a little closer here.
Like-
and if this event is real and what happened over
I'm
Mexico,
telling you, man.
the world news needs to
If this is
look at
really
this very
CGI,
closely, because
what a
again,
great
we're
job
talking
they
about
did with
multiple
it.
correspondence, and I want to
Especially the tail part, because that tail part is moving to me like realistic. And I know some of you are going to say, well, they do go to any movie and you can, yeah, okay, we're talking about a video on a phone. Yeah, it could have been generated, but if you look at the rest of it, the clouds, it kind of looks real. I don't know. I'm going to say I think it's CGI and that it's really good CGI. But then again, I really don't know. That's why I gave that little speech in the beginning, because we wouldn't know. We would not know if this was real because it looks too good to be true. That's the problem. You could be looking at a real deal. What do I know?
Everybody for joining.
Is it a fake? Does anybody know if it's fake? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, go.
Joining us in this live premiere. We've got a lot of stuff, a lot of multiple witnesses coming in regards to this footage. I want to bring in my brother Brent. What's your thoughts here?
It could be Gordon.
Yeah, we're just getting started, guys. We got so
Sky
much.
Sperm.
Let's just go over this first angle
It's
right
Sky
here.
Sperm.
You could hear the person's
That's
curiosity, what she's witnessing. And you see this kind of like, you could almost see a tadpole with the tail kind of streaming through the sky, and then you can see it highlighting the clouds as it's going along its path. And then these kind of orbs.
See,
of
that
light
looks
kind of
fake to me. Fake AF. That looks so. It looks like a cartoon, right?
kind of streaming through the sky, and then you can see it highlighting the clouds as it's going along its path. And then these kind of orbs of light kind of sprinkle all around it.
But my point is this. My point is this. When we get the real stuff, when the real stuff shows up, we're not going to look at it and believe it. We're going to say it's too good to be true. I guarantee it. I'm going to show you a video. Nah, I can't. There's nothing. I can't. I'm going to have to do a little analysis on this one. Somebody sent that in to me, and I don't know if it's a plane in the distance or what, but, you know, I'll have to do a little more work. But it is what it is. I want to thank everybody who showed up tonight. Appreciate it. I'm going to go to bed. Go, turn it up. So thank you, moderators. Again, super chatters, thank you for your support. The road trip is, I got to leave on the 19th, so 3 weeks away. So all the support, thank you, and Alien bless you. And newcomers and veterans alike, thank you. All I ask is for what, 15 minutes? Give the show 15 minutes. If you like it, come back, share it, and thumbs up it, subscribe it. If you don't want to come back, you don't come back. Tonight, a little weird. I don't remember how the show started, but I want to thank you, veterans and newcomers, for your support and hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow night, hopefully, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on YouTube. I just think I'm overtired, that's all. And go check out Third Phase of Moon. I know something's coming out tonight. And Third Phase UFO Report for the rest of the video. Check out Michael's documentary. And we also have now Darcy Weir is now part of Third Phase UFO Report. And check out his new show on Third Phase UFO Report. Until next time, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Good night, everybody.
I don't know what you're complaining about. All you have to do is go to sleep. I'm not asking you to come with me. I would dare. I know you would. You're scared of your own shadow and terrified of dear Uncle Gustav. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. I don't care if he does find me gone. But how? Frida, I beg you, think about what you're doing. Everyone says he's a wicked man. What about him? Who wants to be good if being good is singing hymns and praying all day long? He's doing what's best for us, I'm sure. It might be best for you. It's not for me. I'm going, and you might as well stop arguing about it. And I warn you, if you dare tell on me, Frida, you know I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you. You know what will happen if you do. Stop it, you're hurting me not half as much as I will if you don't keep quiet.